What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 12 and we start today's episode off with a game against Aston Villa here at the Hawthorns in a Midlands derby, a West Midlands derby if you will, taking on Villa. So it's our first derby managing West Brom. We haven't had one before obviously, and these are the type of games where losing is really unacceptable. You got to win these games or at least pick up a point. Losing to your rivals is something that no manager wants to do because the fans will get on your back straight afterwards. So we need to try and pick the points up in this game, and Aston Villa have made a really good start to the first half of the season. 15 games in, they're in 6th place, level on points with Arsenal in 5th with 24, I think it was. But with all that being said, we've also had a fantastic season so far, performing above expectations, and of course we also come on the back of that fantastic 1-0 away victory at the KC Stadium. So this game I thought was going to be quite a nervy, tense game really, not too many chances, so the ones we get we'd have to try and take. And as we looked at Aston Villa's side, it did of course feature a very good striker in Christian Benteke, and that is exactly why I decided to keep Yannick Vestergaard playing at the heart of defence, and Joleon Lescott would once again miss out, because although Lescott is, in terms of rating, our highest centre back at 79, Vestergaard being 6'6", he's the one I want to cope with Benteke's aerial presence and hopefully lead us to a clean sheet in this game. And it was Benteke who unsurprisingly had the first chance of the game, but thankfully for us, Ben Foster, our captain, made a good save, and in the 11th minute it was a great chance for us to make it 1-0 as we crossed the ball into the centre there, but Berahino's header was well saved by the American goalkeeper Guzan, and it was still scoreless. So it turns out I thought it was to be quite a nervy, tense game with very few chances for the teams, but as you can see, as Vestergaard clears this ball off the line from Weiman's shot, there was already 3 great opportunities for both sides in 28 minutes, and another good chance here in the 29th minute, and Dogbia finds Weiman, who shoots, and again Foster makes a really good save. So still 0-0, and both goalkeepers tested very early on in this game. That was it until the second half though, and in the 55th minute we almost made it 1-0. Brown winning this header, which went just wide of Guzan's post and out for a goal kick. So in the second half, not as much as a a fast start if you will as I was expecting, a bit more controlled, a bit lower in terms of tempo, but in the 65th minute some nice pass and release. Callum Chambers down the right hand side, he skips around Kieran Clark, crosses the ball into the centre. Who does he pick it out? Brown and Day puts it past Guzan to make it West Brom 1, Aston Villa 0 in the 66th minute. And again, another assist for Callum Chambers, who has been an absolutely fantastic signing for us on loan from Arsenal. I wasn't sure at first, maybe we should play Gamboa, of course, the Costa Rican, maybe we should play Andre Wisdom, of course, on loan from Liverpool, but I thought, you know what, both of those right backs are fine, but I'd like someone new. I brought in Callum Chambers, and what a great loan signing he's been. He gets another assist for us, and it's 1-0 here as he picks out Brown and Day, and another good chance for us a few minutes later. Chris Brunt collects the ball, spreads it out wide towards Jordan Abita at left back, takes on Loughton, beats him for pace, swings in a great cross, picks out Will Hughes, but his header is well caught by the American goalkeeper Guzan, and it's still 1-0. So 1-0 as things stood as the game was being closed out here, and with 15 minutes to go, Aston Villa get on the ball. Darren Bent takes it around Chris Brunt, plays inside towards Sanchez. Sanchez has space, crosses the ball into Benteke, who wins the header, and well, it's a real shame, but it is Christian Benteke who scores with 15 minutes to go. But to be honest, it was just, it was as scrappy as you like, and there was nothing really we could do, because once the ball came into the box, Ben Foster, well, he didn't really cover himself in glory. He's been a great goalkeeper for us this year, Ben Foster. I made him captain, but that was a real howler. I don't really know what he was trying to do, and he seemed to mess it up completely. So West Brom 1, Villa 1, devastated to be back on level terms. I thought we were going to close out this game, and a bit of a howler from Foster makes it 1 apiece here. And with 10 minutes to go, we had a free kick. It took an absolute age over it. Eventually offloaded the ball towards Varela, who struck it from range, and it just went over the bar and out for a goal kick. So not a bad effort from Varela, but it was still 1-1. And a free kick for Aston Villa 3 minutes later with 7 minutes to go. Christian Benteke stood over it. He also went for goal, but again, the shot went just over the bar, onto the roof of the net and out for a goal kick. And it was how the game finished as well. A 1-1 draw here at the Hawthorns, and yeah, quite frustrating. I mean, Villa did threaten quite a lot. We had to see Vestergaard clear one shot off the line from Weiman, and Benteke was quite threatening all game. He did score the equaliser, but we also had a lot of chances as well, and it was actually the opposite type of game I was expecting really. I thought it was going to be a really tense, nervy game where there was very few chances, but instead there was lots of opportunities. It's just the strikers weren't really performing to the expectations, so it was actually the opposite of what I thought. But still, 1-1 the final score. At least we didn't lose. I would have loved to have won the derby, but at least we didn't lose. And following that, we saw that we had an email to say that a few of our players have their contracts up up at the end of the year, which means that as the January transfer window is just around the corner, a few of these players could be available to leave on free transfers. So I decided to offer contracts to Yusuf Malumbu and Claudio Jacob as well, because those are our key players who I don't want to see leave on free transfers. Even though Jacob hasn't been in the team all that often this season, he's still a decent player. And I also offer one to Craig Dawson as well, because Dawson, only 69 overall, but he is a very decent backup centre-back to have if we ever have an injury crisis, and he doesn't want too much money either, $8 a week. So yeah, we offer contracts to those three players, and we'll wait and see whether they sign new deals with us or not. But the following game was going to be against Queen's Park Rangers here away at Loftus Road. Of course, Queen's Park Rangers, a newly promoted side, obviously, under Harry Redknapp. How would they do in their first season back in the Premier League? Well, as I looked at their lineup, I thought, you know, that's a very decent side. You know, they've got players such as Sandro, who's a very decent midfielder, and McCarthy and Corker, some of the new signings I'm listing here, very, very decent players. And of course, Charlie Austin's a very good striker as well. So, got some very decent players, and their bench is quite strong too, with former United centre-back Ferdinand, Adel Taarabt, and Leroy Fer as well. So, very, very decent players QPR have, so a very decent lineup. But despite a draw against Aston Villa, where I thought we could have possibly nicked it, I still decided to stick faith with the same 11 I played, which means that the 4-4-2 holding, which I've been playing for quite some time now, is going to be staying as the formation I want to use until the end of the season. And I stayed with the same 11 as well. It's got enough class to get the results against these teams, but even so, I knew it would be a difficult game for us. And the first chance of this game would fall in the 24th minute. Chris Brunt swung this corner into the box here towards the head of Saido Berahino. It was cleared away only as far as Will Hughes. And, well, Will Hughes, he hasn't really done much since coming in from Derby for £4 million. Hasn't really done much. I've given him a lot of opportunities, but he's been not subpar per se, but not really hit the heights just yet. But he scores his first goal in a West Bromwich Albion shirt here. And what an absolutely fantastic goal it is. The corner was cleared, and he just finesses the ball over the goalkeeper Alex McCarthy and into the top corner. And it seemed as well that Varela was actually obstructing Alex McCarthy as he was standing behind him there. But even so, a really, really awesome goal by Will Hughes. Curls it into the top corner. It is his first goal for the club, and I'm very pleased. And hopefully now it's going to be the start of good form for him as well, because, you know, the reality is, I don't want to keep making excuses for the guy, but he has been quite subpar at the end of the day. Hasn't done too much, and whenever I have got on the ball with Will Hughes, I haven't really been able to do much with him either. So, you know, hopefully now he's going to start to score some more goals, get some more assists, and play a lot better. So 1-0 here. But in the 63rd minute, QPR came forward, Charlie Austin finding Matty Phillips, and unfortunately for us, Phillips did level the scoring just past the hour mark. And again, I kind of sit there and I don't want to blame the goalkeeper, but for Ben Foster, he's had a really, really good first half of the season. And, you know, Phillips 25 yards out, I think Foster should do better with that, you know, I really do. Yes, it's accurate, it's going towards the bottom corner, it's got a bit of swerve on it, but I think a goalkeeper of Foster's quality should be saving it, and he doesn't, and Phillips makes it one apiece. So very unfortunate for us to go back on level terms there, and I think the goalkeeper should have done better personally. But 1-1, and in the 70th minute, another good chance for QPR, but this time Foster redeems himself with a great save, and we managed to get the ball away only as far as Hoylett, but thankfully his shot goes well, miles wide and over the bar and out for a goal kick. So still 1-1 here. But with 9 minutes to go, Will Hughes wins us the ball back here, goes down the left-hand side, drills in across to the centre, and, well, Claudio Jacob scores my first skill shot goal of the career mode, and it was completely accidental as well, because I forgot I was holding L2, and I ended up just tapping the circle button as quickly as possible, and he skill shots the ball past Alex McCarthy. What a cheeky goal from Claudio Jacob, and makes it QPR 1, West Bromwich Albion 2. So, again, it was completely accidental. That's the funniest thing about it, but even so, I should have said really I meant to do that, you know. It was a brilliant piece of individual skill. But no, Claudio Jacob, who came off the bench as well, got the goal, which would surely win us the game as well. As you can see, I made a triple substitution, and the Argentine was one of those who did indeed come off the bench to claim what would surely be the winner for us. So very, very pleased with that goal there by Jacob, and again, it was completely accidental, I'll be honest, but still very nice to score. I guess his first of the season. And in the 89th minute here, one of the last chances would fall to us. Varela collects the ball and keeps hold of it, offloads it towards Callum Chambers down his right hand side. Good chance here as he finds Varela, who crossfields it towards Jordan Abita. First time through ball into Danny Ings, who wraps the game up, makes it 3-1, but unfortunately Danny Ings is denied the goal via the offside flag. So very frustrating there. I thought Ings had scored for us, but unfortunately not. The former Burnley man, although puts it past McCarthy into the bottom corner, he can celebrate all he likes, but he's not going to claim the goal because it's chalked off for offside. But it wouldn't matter because we won the game by 2-1. So very, very pleasing victory over QPR, and yeah, That's now 3 games where we've won 2 and drawn 1, and hopefully it's going to be the start of some good form for us here, as the away fans can travel back to the Midlands very satisfied with a good result. So as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.